Whoa,
Whoa,
we did it.
we did it. Hi, everybody.
Oh yeah, we're recording a thing.
We did
Hey,
just do the thing where we start recording.
yeah, we
So
did.
good job,
So
us.
yeah, welcome to episode 40 of Bangers, Bops, and Banter.
Yeah,
It's a channel update again.
we're
I don't
gonna
know.
talk about stuff. So much has I don't even remember when we did the last one. It was like
It was episode
October.
20.
I remember it was episode 20.
um, Here I'll get a time for. What was the thing we did right before episode 20?
I mean, I think we had the one video that was the react to how to react to different opinions.
I don't know if
So we
we
had
did.
that going.
Maybe.
Oh no, I gotta look at our channel. How many do we are we still
No,
at 32 subscribers?
I think that was after um that.
Oh, we're 34 subscribers. Holy shit.
Yo, what the fuck? Oh shit!
Yo.
How the fuck are we? How the fuck is that happening? We like haven't. We've only uploaded the podcast recently. Um. So
Yeah.
I'm happy we're still getting more
We
people.
got some people. We got some new subscribers. All our new subscribers, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're like a tiny channel and we like music and movies and we just talk about those.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening to us, you know.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
We it is pretty cool.
Um.
Yeah. We also suck at talking even though we choose to continue to
Oh
do
well,
it.
yeah. We don't have like notes for this. We don't have
That's true.
anything. We don't have any guidelines for this. Um. Oh shit! I just realized we also have to record the deep dive
Oh
episodes.
yeah. We unfortunately missed an upload of our deep dives series.
The work.
It was supposed
School
to we were
happens.
supposed to upload on March 1st, but we missed that. We have school. We're college students, you know. We have to kind of work around that, unfortunately.
We'll get that out.
Yes, we will
Um.
eventually.
Yeah. You know, it'll happen eventually.
It will happen eventually.
Um.
Okay, so the channel talk. Yeah, so that was right after how to react to dissenting opinions. It was before we hadn't even finished the season 1 finale of the album swap yet. We like just started deep dive into the archives as well.
Yeah.
We had we had our
So-
first 2 episodes out, I think. Stratosphere
I-
and
I have to just say that my roommates are fucking being noisy. I'm sorry about that.
your roommates are giving some great background commentary.
They
Don't
are.
ever apologize for that.
One of them was just making random noises. So some good commentary.
Yes.
Um. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we did this, so I don't really know what to talk about.
It really has.
Plans.
Future plans. Oh yes, we do plan on continuing the short recent albums series. I know we only have gotten 2 out so far. We did.
I am bad at editing and also getting anything done ever, so I'm sorry.
It's
about
hard
that.
to do things. It's okay. But we did the 7 oh, I have to say this again. 70386343557. We did that review. I'm really happy about the response to that, considering he's an unknown artist and it's one of our better performing videos. I assume because I'm probably the only one who made a video reviewing that album. So yeah, I mean definitely check that album out. I think it's interesting. We also did the Arca EP, which is just pretty cool EP. Check those out if you haven't. They're quick reviews, 5 minutes or less, pretty much. We did year-end lists.
Yeah.
as well since then.
Year-end lists were chaotic, I guess.
Yeah, we're definitely. I think we learned a lot from doing year-end lists this year, so we'll do them better next year.
Yeah, hopefully. Um, I don't know. I mean, just doing the lists with two people is kind of weird.
It
Because
is. That's the problem.
unless you make it collectively,
Hmm.
as you both agree on stuff, which inevitably means you're gonna compromise on things.
Yeah,
Um,
I wanted to discuss an idea for doing a top 50 albums of the 2010s because
ooh,
our channel like wasn't alive back in the end of the decade there. But like
yeah,
doing that as a project, me and you like over the summer and collectively making a list,
that would
doing it like
be
that.
a pretty cool idea.
I think it would
Um,
be cool. I would want it to be like maybe 2 to 3 hours long because we're talking at least somewhat in depth about 50 albums. So
yeah,
um, that'd
I'd,
be interesting. That might be something in the works. It definitely like
I'd
not during the school year though.
yeah,
Have to be over the summer
I'd
sometime.
be. I know I'd suggested it before, but doing like just top 10 albums of X decade, I think would be pretty interesting to do. I feel like the 90s would be like really chaotic because there's so
There's like
much.
so much good stuff from the 90s though.
And I know we have
We
there's
have like
we
pretty
have
different tastes as well.
um we have very there it'll be interesting to see what we would compromise on
Yeah.
because there's certain records that I would put at number one. There's a certain record I would put at number one that I know Brendan wouldn't. So
Uh, yeah.
um
That might be something in the future. It's
yeah.
not impossible.
Yeah. I'd also mentioned maybe just doing a decade rankings where we just rank different decades as far as
Mhm.
music. I know that's hard to do because
It's
there's so
extremely
much.
hard to do.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like if it was genuinely gonna be comprehensive, then like I don't even know if I have enough stuff from the 2010s down necessarily
Mhm.
to really cover in depth each decade, especially not from like the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
That's generally where I'm like my knowledge is lacking. Um,
I definitely
I do think
have to agree there.
I do think it would be fun to just do it like with at our current where we are now, and
Level of
then
knowledge. Okay.
in like 5 years do another one after having listened to way more and see how it changes.
That
Or if
would
it does.
yes, that would be very interesting. Like considering I've listened to easily less than 100 albums from the '60s, probably less than 50 albums from the '60s. Like that would be very interesting.
Yeah. I would still really like to do it, but I definitely know I am very biased towards the recent decades over
I am as well. Uh,
old
considering
ones.
we were just born in the wrong generation, man.
Yeah, I know,
That's
right?
really what happened.
Why couldn't I have been born in the 90s?
Why couldn't I have gone to a My Bloody Valentine concert and stared at my shoes as well? Really, just born in the wrong generation.
Man. I mean, aren't they still? They were touring a little while ago, right?
Were
Because
they?
they've released like albums recently. They're just not on Spotify.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think they toured recently though. I don't know. Whatever. Cool.
Oh no, never mind. There's no concert date scheduled for them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I don't know. I feel like
What?
oh, I just going back to like the decades stuff. I'd be very interested to see if after listening to a lot more stuff from the 60s and 70s and so on, if my opinions would change because I know just in general, I'm not super fond of a lot of the sounds that were used in like the 60s and 70s. Like there are certainly like, there are exceptions. You got like, your Beatles and like Pink Floyd.
Whoa, you like the Beatles? That's kind of a hot take right there.
Well, big hot take. The Beatles are good. But like definitely like a lot of like the what's the genre, the like blues rock, it's not blues rock, it's like Cream and the Doors and that type of
Psychedelic
band,
rock.
the
Psychedelic rock of that time.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I wouldn't call it psychedelic. What is it? Shit, this is like a word for it. That's like, it's not, because like they're definitely sort of psychedelic, but like not to the extent of like Frank Zappa or something like that.
Oh yeah, well Frank Zappa was pretty like experimental, but
blues rock. I guess it is just blues rock. Blues rock. A lot of like that kind of sound though, I really am not that big on. But it'd be interesting if I think it's just because I don't know what like a lot of the underground genres were at the time, and I'd be really interested in seeing what a lot of that stuff sounds like. Because I feel like right now, my view of music is kind of narrow in that the 60s are kind of just one sound. Yeah. Like I have the idea, like I know like, some of what like pop sound, like I've listened to like old Scott Walker and stuff like that, but outside of that and like the Beatles and like blues rock, I kind of don't know what the 60s really sounded like. I'd be really interested in seeing what a lot of the underground subgenres were at the time.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely fair. I feel definitely the same way. Like the 60s I feel are pretty solidified in a single sound, but then the 70s you start getting like, disco and punk and stuff like that. You start really expanding, and from there I feel like it just goes exponentially, because 80s, 90s, 2000s, there's like so much more diversified music, especially like electronic music was like so young in the 70s and like barely existed in the 60s, so it's interesting.
I don't know what other future ideas we have. Where album swap is still kind of up in the air.
Might come back in the summer, I'd say.
We have episodes planned with other guests. We don't know when they're gonna happen.
Hopefully in the next few weeks, I think. I know one I believe is ready in the next few weeks. The other, I don't know what his schedule is like, but it should be okay.
Okay. So we have those coming up.
Yep.
They'll be very interesting because I don't know. Well, I mean, we suggested we suggested the albums a long time ago at this point, like almost 2 months.
We also suggested like two very different things for both people, so they're just different vibes, and we'll have to see how they respond to that.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I kind of wish I like suggested a different thing, but
for which one?
For both, honestly.
Okay.
Like I think it's just because now I'm like, man, I want them to listen to this instead. But yeah, we'll have to see.
We will have to see. I think I think it'll work out. Yeah. Maybe we'll get them on for a second time, and you can recommend them that other thing.
Yeah.
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 And then the week by week album swap will maybe make a return in the summer.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
Yeah.
It depends on how busy we are, but also if we start doing like the quick reviews more regularly, then we might just focus on those instead. And I don't know,
Exactly.
save album swap for like the next year or something, or like sometime
Maybe.
in the future.
Yeah. Album swap is like, it's cool, it's nice, but it's kind of tough because we're trying to cover like 2 albums in 10 to 15 minutes, and we don't really get to dive deep into either of the albums, and it's very much, you only get like a one-sided opinion on it as well.
Yeah.
So it's maybe not the most ideal format, because like there's some album swap albums from like season 1 that like I know you didn't like as much as I absolutely adore them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think same thing. The
like
vice
the
versa
Touche
too.
Amore record.
What?
The Touche Amore record.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with album swap.
Yes.
I don't know. We reach 100K. We'll start it up again.
Well, what did we promise? What did you say? What was it 100 for the Everywhere at the End of Time review?
Oh no, okay. Well, I don't actually know if I said anything for that. I know
Okay.
I promised some friends that 100K I'd review a fleshlight. So look forward to that.
We're getting there. We're getting to 100K.
Yeah, I guess look forward to that. Recommend the channel to your friends.
Will we get to see it used on camera?
No. Well, I don't know. I could would I have to censor it? Like, could I use my finger? I don't know. Could I write it off as a business expense?
Yes, of course. Yeah, so I guess that's a future plan.
Get excited.
I'm so excited. So yeah, we talked about album swap, we talked about the short reviews. Deep dives are going to continue at their normal pace, except for this month where we missed one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that I think we both really enjoy the deep dive series, and it's nice to really just get your fingers in real deep into an album, and the thing is, like, you also tend to enjoy it more after that experience, I feel. So because like I know, like, the Everything record definitely like grew on me. Duster, Microphones, stuff like that. Like, all these albums, like, I appreciate them a lot more now than I think I did because of the deep dive series. So yeah, deep dives, they're a lot of fun, and they will continue at their usual pace.
Yeah, it is unfortunate they don't usually do too well.
Perform well, yes.
In terms of views. I think the most we've gotten on one is the Ironworks video, and that only has 24 views. So, and they seem to average around like 10 for recent stuff.
Yeah, over time they've somewhat grown. Yeah, I know. So the Dillinger Escape Plan has 24, Stratosphere is 23, Blank Mass is 22. That's kind of surprising.
I think it's because not many people have covered that record, probably.
That makes sense. But yeah, like, I do wish more people like watch those videos, because those are like we really really enjoy those albums and want to recommend them to you.
Yeah.
Where not all our videos have that being the case, but
At the very least, know if you see one in the thumbnail, you should check it out. I guess.
Exactly. And I try and, in the description, try and briefly describe it. So maybe you can just click on the video, check the description, see what it's about. That counts. Yeah. Counts for something. And,
mute the video, let it play in the background. Get our statistics up. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of what we got going on with the channel. I don't think we're not making any major changes or anything. I think soon to the uploads, not starting anything super new. I mean, we're like we said, we're in school, so we only have so much time, unfortunately. Podcast obviously gonna continue. Nobody watches the podcast anyways, so except for that one episode where I fucked up.
Like that the audio issues episode has 14 views. It's like way more than any other episode by far.
That one's entirely my fault. I am sorry. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I sound like I'm going insane. But
I'm gonna say it's a weird looking at the podcast episodes of which ones like will get like
views. Yeah,
way more views. Like I don't know why the Home Alone 2 episode has 18 views.
It's topical.
Yeah. Or like the Michael Kiwanuka episode also has a lot of views. But then like there's a bunch that just get like nothing. Like the Spirit World Field Guide episode has like a nothing. So
yeah. No, it's so weird, and I think a lot of it is based on like how the YouTube algorithm chooses to push some things, and it's something I'll never understand. But yeah, I'm okay with it. The podcast, it's it's fun just to get with some friends or just me and Joe and talk about music and movies once a week. Also, it's nice because it like forces you to try new things, like watch new movies and listen to new music.
Yeah.
Otherwise wouldn't have. So that's cool. Probably never would have watched Zodiac on my own. So. Yeah. I think that's a lot of the channel and how it's going. We appreciate y'all so much for subscribing and or watching. Like even if you've watched one of our videos, or if you've watched the Dunkin' Donuts caramel macchiato review 10 times, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. This is what we're known for.
It's our most popular video. Like 5 times as popular, or 4 times as popular as the next one.
Yeah.
That's okay. Honestly, like the Filthy Tongues it's moving up. It just keeps moving up. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Maybe one day we'll do a Redux review.
I'd honestly be down because that album has grown on me significantly since I reviewed it in that video. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like there's a couple things I'd be okay with doing a Redux review on. From Filthy Tongue is one of them. If you ever want to do the Sweet Trip Redux, I'd be okay with that. Also, we did this in a podcast episode, but Death Consciousness. We did cover it pretty well in the podcast episode, but like, I wouldn't mind if it had its own video, just because it's Death Consciousness. So
yeah,
yeah, just possible future. I guess Vespertine as well, because we covered that in a podcast episode.
Yeah. Vince Martino
Also,
would...
69 love songs.
That's a lot. I don't know if I'd be
mean,
willing to do a redux of that.
that's fair. It's just,
great
again,
album.
it's something that's grown on me since we reviewed it.
Great album. Just like there's a lot.
There is a lot. There's 69 of them. Honestly, if you've never checked out 69 love songs, give it a whirl.
I would recommend. Have 3 hours. It's no one ever needs to write a love song again though. So
70 love songs, too many love songs. 69, just right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
I don't know if there's like albums that you want us to cover in like deep dive episodes or just on the podcast or something. Leave them in the comments. Yeah. Maybe we'll, we have strong opinions sometimes, so it's possible we just won't do it. But
that's true. If you recommend us garbage, we'll probably not talk about it. But there's a lot of great stuff out there.
I'm just thinking like there's some like all-time favorite records out there that I know we're not super fond of. So
we should do a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking specifically.
We should do a Lulu review.
Oh man, well I will defend Lulu. It's not a bad record.
Exactly. I will also defend Lulu.
It's not bad. Like I genuinely am not sure why people think it's so terrible. It's a weird combination. It can be kind of off-putting, but I don't think it's bad. Like,
I think Fantano has said this either in like a Let's Argue or something like that, where he was like, it's the wrong thing for Metallica fans and also the wrong thing for Lou Reed fans.
Yeah.
But like, I think if you're not coming at it from kind of either of those viewpoints, it's an interesting album.
Yeah, definitely.
It's weird. It's not super well executed, but like worth a shot,
Yeah, for sure.
Lulu review, Lulu deep dive coming in soon.
I don't know about that.
I also don't know about that. Again, like we read all your comments, every single one. So we appreciate them.
Including the bots. So
including the bots. Honestly, sometimes the bots are pretty funny. I don't know why they just paste links that like don't do things. I don't know.
They post timestamps and are like, here's pppills.net. So just like go to this point in the video that has nothing to do with our link.
Yeah.
It's probably like something like those comments get more engagement or something, so YouTube promotes them. I don't know.
Maybe. YouTube, it's kind of funny.
We should probably start deleting them whenever they show up, but
I think eventually YouTube just gets around to doing it. Like oh no, we still have some Hot Girls Video XXX comments on our videos. So.
Oh, nice. Lovely. So, just search through the comments and you can go to Hot
Girls. Yeah.
There you go. Amazing.
They're our biggest fan. So.
Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you, Hot Girls XXX.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably about it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this episode. Thanks for sticking around with the channel. We love you all.
Yeah. Also,
again.
Oh wait, no, you finish. I'm sorry.
No, I say, and again, recommend us stuff. We will give it a whirl.
Yeah. As far as next week for what? What are you doing? Oh, you're drinking water. I was like, I thought you were going right up against your mic. I was like, what the fuck? Lovely.
Yes.
next week for the podcast, we got quite the episode. We got The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie for the album. We have our David Bowie fan coming on.
He's a stan. He's a David Bowie stan.
And we got also Nomadland is the movie.
Yes.
It's just come out on Hulu. So, yeah. Be cool.
Tune in next week.
Yeah. Tune in. Have a good week. Have a good day. Don't die. And
That's
please
important.
subscribe to our channel. That's more important than the first one, but...
Well, I mean, morally, no, but, like, I do like it when that subscriber number goes up.
Well, it depends on how they die. Like, because if they're killed, then yes. Then not. If someone's, like, going to kill them, then yes, that's more important morally that they don't die than it is for them to subscribe.
I guess I just feel like just don't die, and once you've gotten that part down, then you should subscribe, maybe.
Or subscribe and then figure everything out, you know?
That's, subscribing doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. Anyways, that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Have a good day.